Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, I'm going to be talking all about how to increase your discipline, how to increase your consistency, and basically how you can make next week one of the best weeks you've had so far. So I usually go live every single day, but I'm moving over now to YouTube. I'll be going live here every day with trainings to help you build your business, make more money, increase your profits. Now, one of the things that I say all the time is that the more productive you are, the more profitable you are going to become. Okay. The more productive you are, the more profitable you're going to become. So, because today is Friday, I want to share with you some strategies to help you become your most productive, your most intentional self. So, I am just going to set this up. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and you subscribe to the channel. Give me 1 second. Let me set this tripod up. And I also have some additional videos coming for you as well. Okay, I should have put my video, my lights and everything up before I press live, shouldn't I? But anyway, we'll get it right next time. Hey everyone. I can't see who's joining, so say hey. Let me just get this situated. Well, let me let my Instagram people know I am on YouTube. Hey. So yes, I am not going to be on Instagram. Hey Lucretia. Not going live on Instagram like I used to. I'm going to be doing my hey Sharon. I'm going to be doing my classes every single day here on YouTube going forward. Okay? And I'm also going to be doing like additional videos and shorts and tips because I want to reach as many people, as many women as possible, and help you make more money in the online space. So allow me to introduce myself. So I'm Kalita, and I am here to show you that you can increase your profits simply by working smarter, simply by leveraging productivity. So, I want to share some things that you can do this weekend to help you to increase your productivity in your business so that next week can be your best week so far. If you're on Instagram, make sure you join me on YouTube. The link is in my bio. This is where I will be going forward. Okay. So, number one, the first thing is discipline. All right, discipline. And I talk about this a lot, but I want to give you some actual steps that you can implement to increase your discipline. So about, I want to say 9.5 years ago, actually I'm going on 10 years, so probably like 10.5 years ago, when I started my business, and my business started to take off, I got super busy. Okay. And when I got busy, I got super burnt out because I was in school, and I also had two part-time jobs, and I was like a almost new mom. She was about a year and a half or 2 years old, so she was really active. And what I realized was is that I needed to figure out how to make everything in my life that needed to be done, how to get it done. And so I had to tap into discipline. You see, discipline is a decision. That's how I see discipline. Discipline is a decision. Discipline is you deciding, you know what, I'm going to make it happen. Discipline is you deciding that, you know what, I am going to do what needs to be done regardless. So here are two things that I did. Number one, I started to go to bed earlier so I could wake up earlier. So before, I used to be really, really big on, I'm a night owl, I'm not a morning person. But my daughter, she would stay up late with me, and I wasn't as productive as I was kind of tricking myself into thinking that I was. No. So what I did was I started to push back or push forward my wake up schedule to get more things done. So you can let me know in the chat if you what time you wake up, Because most people that I talk to, they wake up right before they need to go through the door. And that was me. I would wake up right before I had to go through the door. It was a mad dash to get out the door. And because I was dashing out the door, it made it really difficult for me to get things done in a certain way. So if you're waking up and dashing through the door, that's setting the tone for your day. So I made a decision. I'm going to command my mornings so I can conquer my days. So I changed my bedtime. I changed my wake up time. And then I changed my entire morning strategy. So Stormy says 7. Lucretia says 5. Yes. And so here's the thing, early for you may not be my type of early. So if 7 works and you have enough time to do what needs to be done at 7 o'clock, then go for it, right? Definitely stick to that if that works for you. So right now, because it's vacation, my bedtime, my wake up time could be 7, but my body is used to waking up at 4. So I'm up at 4 every morning, even if I don't, get out of bed immediately. And then I have a very structured morning. And most people don't like structure. Most people think that, structure is taking my freedom away. I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. Lucretia says, you taught me my routine. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So here's the thing. And I preach routine a lot, and I'm so glad that you implemented that, because most people hear me talking about productivity and routines, and all they want to hear from me is strategy and marketing. But if you don't have the time, if you don't have the discipline to implement and do the strategy, right? If you don't have the time to be consistent with the marketing, then what's going to happen? Hey, contagious bodies. So the subject is 3 keys to consistency, discipline, and productivity. So I'm going to talk all about consistency, discipline, and productivity. And if you haven't, make sure you join me over on YouTube, because that's where the party's going to be happening from now on. Okay. All right. And the link is in my bio to subscribe. Hey, Rochelle. Long time. Long time. How are you? So, can't remember what I was saying. Oh, right. So most people, they just want to learn the secrets for sales and marketing and all that stuff. But really and truly, consistency is the biggest secret there is. And in order to be consistent, you first need to be disciplined, because most of us are so inconsistent that our mindset is inconsistent. Okay. And so it's a mindset shift that needs to happen. And in order for that to happen, you need to make a decision to be disciplined. Once you make that decision to be disciplined, now you're going to build the habits. Once you build the habits, okay, now that's where the consistency comes into play. And when you're consistent, that's where the results happen. So let me give you a perfect example. So for example, I'm going to go live on YouTube every single day, at least one time per day, right? I'm going to go live. I'm going to teach and coach my heart out on YouTube. Okay. And so if I want to go live every single day on YouTube, first of all, I need to make a decision to be disciplined enough to do it, right? I need to decide that I'm going to go live. So once I make the decision, the next thing that's going to happen is if I decide to be disciplined enough to go live, now if I do it, let's say, what's today? Friday. If I do it for the next 7 days, it's becoming a habit. A lot of people says it takes 21 days to build a habit. It doesn't really, not necessarily. Like for me, my habits kick in about day 7. Once I'm consistent with it, my habits kick in around day 7. So for me, what I personally focus on is what's the decision I need to make, right? And then what can you put into place to help you to stay consistent with that decision? So if I know I want to go live every single day for the next 7 days, I need to open up. Hey, JJ, come on over to YouTube. If I know that I want to stay consistent and disciplined and focus on going live every single day for the next 7 days, I need to open up my calendar. So y'all know I love Google Calendar. So I'm going to open up my calendar and I'm going to actually go in and schedule the times that I'm going to go live. And then I take it a next step. I'm going to put reminder alarms in there, because when my phone goes off, like you can ask my daughter, right? Especially during school time, my alarm goes off a million times in the morning, because that's how I am early. That's how I am on point. That's how I get everything done that needs to get done. Those are my alarms. All right. So what I do is I create I go in and I'm going to create the event in my calendar. I could do it as a recurring event, whatever the case is. And then I am going to really tap in, set my alarms, and make the decisions to show up. Now, once I've made that decision to show up, now I'm committed, right? I made that commitment. Once I build the habit of showing up, so if I show up today, then I show up the next day and the next day after that, guess what? Consistency. That's where the habit is built and consistency kicks in. So it's not as hard as most people think to be consistent, but it's the decision that's the hard part. It's making the decision and committing to the decision. That's the hard part. So when I hear people saying, "Oh, it's so hard for me to be consistent. It's so hard for me to market every day. It's so hard for me to do my videos. It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard." The action isn't the hard part. It's the decision. It's the mindset work, the inner work that's the hard part. And that's why I'm always on here telling y'all, listen, what you think about, you bring about. What's inside is going to come out. Your inner work determines your outer world. So that's why I'm always saying those things. Even though I'm about the marketing, even though I'm about the strategy, I already know that your mindset is way, like your mindset, your skill set together. If you conquer both of them, you can't help but be successful. So number one, you need to decide. Okay. Number two, plan and schedule everything. So I talk about this, and I know you've probably heard me saying you want to plan, you need a schedule. Well, planning is where most people stop. Most people plan and their weeks look amazing. They put all their effort into planning, but then they don't actually schedule it out. Now, here's why you need to schedule. Because if you make a plan, it looks real good on paper, it looks real doable. So, for example, I could plan today to do 3 YouTube videos and edit 2 of those videos and do 6 one-on-one calls and create 5 worksheets. And I plan and it looks so good and I feel so good about it. But if I were to actually take the time out to schedule those plans, I would realize that's craziness, right? That ain't gonna happen. So one thing that I would encourage you to do is I want you to choose with intention 2 to 4 hours of focus work that you are going to do on your business. This was a big game changer for me, and I'm going to talk about this more in another video. But having specific time to work on your business, and all you're doing is fishing for your business. All you're doing is going out there and fishing for clients, getting visibility, building your authority, things that lead to you making consistent sales. So when you do the plan, now you're going to take the planner and you're going to open up your Google Calendar, your iCal, your Outlook calendar, whatever you're using. And once you open that up, you are now going to transfer the plan and make a schedule. Okay, let me know if that's making sense. You're going to schedule everything. So if I were to show you my Google Calendar, first of all, it's color coded. So when I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone, I already know, okay, all right. So I think today I have like 3 or 4 hours of calls, right? So I have 3 or 4 hours of sales calls today. So I already know because that's a specific color. I know I need to go live. That's a specific color. I know that I have a blog post that I'm going to publish. That's a specific color, right? My content is a specific color. My sales activities are a specific color. I'm doing client work is a specific color. So I have specific times that I check in to my client chat. Sometimes I hop in there in between things because it goes off and I can do it. So I hop in there, but I have specific times, about 5 times a day, I'm going to check in on my client chat just so that I'm not overwhelmed with trying to do everything at one time. So let me know if that's making sense. Let me know if you have any questions. So I plan, then I schedule, I color code everything so I can glance at my calendar. I know what's going on for today. So like for tomorrow, I'm at church all day. That's a specific color. I schedule everything. And then once you plan and you put it onto your calendar and you schedule it, you want to make sure you set notifications. Because you might think, oh, I'm going to remember. No, you need those notifications to pop up. You need to hear the little ping. You need to be annoyed a little bit when you hear all the things going off, reminding you 15 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. Okay, it's time to start this activity. And then the other tip that I can give you is that you want to actually stop doing what you're supposed to do so that you can move over to the next task. one of the things that I do, I still do it, is I get so caught up. Like last night I was writing a blog post. I haven't blogged in forever. I really didn't feel like doing it, any of that. But then last night I really decided, you know what, I'm going to really go hard on this new YouTube channel. I am going to put everything into my YouTube channel. And I also got like so much confirmation. Like both of my coaches this morning said they want to do YouTube and focus on YouTube too. And I'm like, wow, like that's alignment, that's confirmation, right? So I actually wrote the blog post yesterday, and then I said, you know what, let's just do this. And that's why I'm over here on YouTube. So Instagram, come over to YouTube, because I'm not going to be on Instagram as much as I was before. But you need to stop when you need to stop. So when I was writing out my blog post, right, I got sucked in. Like I love blog. I forgot how much I love to blog, how much I love to write. And so my alarm is going off and I'm snooze, snooze, snooze. No, you need to stop when you're supposed to. If not, it's going to throw off your entire schedule. So that's another tip that I want to share with you. So that's number two. Number one, you need to make the decision to be disciplined, because remember, your discipline leads to you developing the habits. Your habits lead to consistency, and your consistency leads to results. Number two, you need to plan everything and then schedule everything. And then number three, you want to elevate your productivity. So right now you have a certain level of productivity, whether it's good productivity or it's not so good productivity. Okay. And so I want to share with you 3 things that I did to take my productivity to the next level. Number 1, I created processes in my business and workflows for everything. So, for example, like I said, I'm going back into blogging. So I have to go dig up my old blogging workflow and tweak it. I'm here on YouTube. I need to dig back up my YouTube workflow because I know it's changed since I've been on here, right? And optimize it. And the reason why you want processes and the reason why you want workflows is because this will allow you to be more productive, to be more focused. So what would take you maybe like 2 hours or something, you can get done in 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the workflow, with the process. The next thing is you want to tap into tools. So when I first started my business, I could not afford team members. And to this day, I don't have team members because I understand how to work a tool. Okay. I know how to use a tool to its maximum. So then when you have a good process and you leverage the power of tools and you put it together correctly, number 3, now you can tap into systems. And that is like my favorite word is systems. Systems allow you to stop being the weakest link in your business. For most of us, we're the weakest link. For most of us, we're the ones who are kind of like blocking our cash flow. We're blocking our clients simply because we're not focused enough, simply because we aren't consistent enough, because we are overworking ourselves. But if you have a tool that you can pair with a process to create a system, why not use it, right? So for example, back when Instagram was only images, I would schedule out my posts for like 3 months. With email, when I was working, I would schedule emails. I had 120 days of emails scheduled out. So it wasn't every day, but it was like 2 times a week. So it was like 120 days. It was like 4 months of emails that I had scheduled out. And it's because I understand that when you work smart, you can profit big. So if you thought this was helpful, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. I am here to answer your questions. So, hey, Instagram, make sure you come on over to YouTube. So don't forget, subscribe to the channel. I will be going live every single day, and I'll be sharing with you how you can increase your profits, work a whole lot smarter, and leverage the online space to maximize your visibility and your business results. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. What do I do every morning? So I'll do a separate video on in more detail of my morning practice. But basically, number 1, I make sure I wake up at a specific time. And in order to do that, I need to go to bed at a specific time. So once I am up, I have specific activities that I do. I'll give you three of those activities. I'm going to pray, do my devotion. That's really important. That sets the tone for my day. Then I am going to listen to something positive, some type of personal development. And of course, I have my affirmations. I'm going to say my affirmations every day because those affirmations literally will set the tone for your day. And then I'll give you a bonus: intentions. Every single day when you wake up, you need to set the tone for your day. What is your intention for your day? How do you see yourself moving through the day? You see, most of us, we aren't getting the results we want, and we aren't seeing what we want from our days because we haven't set an intention. So if you are just jumping up, waking up, and going about what you want to do, but you're not intentional with what you are doing, guess what? You're not going to get the results that you didn't say you want because you aren't being intentional with it. So, for example, let's just say today I want to book 2 clients. But if I don't declare that intention and then I don't guide my day towards that intention, how am I going to get those 2 clients? I'm not going to do the actions to get the clients if I didn't declare that that is what I'm focusing on. Okay. So you need to command your mornings so you can conquer your days. And when you take charge of your mornings, you're going to realize that now you are more in control with the results that you get. See, I don't want to live my life by default. I want to live my life by design. And if I want to live my life by design, I can't wait 10 years from now and be like, I want to do it. No, it starts by making daily decisions. Your daily disciplines and your daily decisions will ultimately lead to the resulting lifestyle that you want. So if you look around and you aren't getting the results that you want, if you look around, you don't like what you see, it's as a result of the decisions that you made. So write that down. Make that an affirmation. I am going to live a life by design, not a life by default. Say that to yourself every morning. Remind yourself every morning that you are in control. See, the one thing that separates us from other, like from animals, right? From dogs, from cats, from birds, or whatever the case is that we can make a decision at any time in our lives to change the direction of our lives. Let me say that again. We can make a decision at any time to change the direction of our lives. So you can make a decision right now, here and now, that you don't like what you're seeing and you are going to change from this moment on. You can decide, you know what? I am going to wake up earlier. I am going to command my morning so I can conquer my days. I'm going to be intentional with the time that I go to sleep. I'm going to be very aware of how I spend my time when I'm awake. I'm going to set intentions on a daily basis. I'm going to start reading more books. I'm going to start listening to the right people. I'm going to invest in myself, whether it's time or money. So I want you, if you want the full blog post, click the link in the description. You can check out the full blog post. Don't forget to subscribe so you know when I go live. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that this was helpful. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kalita, and I show women entrepreneurs just like you how to work smarter, attract your clients on autopilot, and generate sales on demand with funnels and email marketing. Jill said, thank you, because I woke up with semi-lazy intentions, but I'm up now. I'm on my way to YouTube. Oh, you on your way to YouTube? I'm on my way off of YouTube. I'll probably be live a little later today, though. I have, I think, like 3 or 4 hours of sales calls today. Then I'm going to publish this blog post. I'm going to go live again today, and I'll probably post a couple more shorts. And one last tip before I go. When you decide to do something, or let's say you are going to go to a platform, whatever the case is, decide to master it, decide to dominate. You weren't put here to be mediocre, right? You weren't put here to do things halfway. You are put here to be amazing at what you do. You are put here to be an authority. You are put here to dominate in every single area. See, you are already amazing. You already have everything you need to get what you desire. See, if you were able to see it in your mind, you are able to hold it in your hands. All it takes is a decision. So stop doing things halfway. We don't do things halfway over here. We go all in, we dominate, and we make it happen. I made it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So as always, let me give you an action step. I didn't give you an action step today. So here is your action step. I need you to plan out your week for the upcoming week. Plan it out. Okay, if you are going to plan your week and schedule your week, so bonus points for scheduling your week, I want you to comment in the comment section. Let me know that you are going to plan your week, you're going to schedule your week, and then make sure to go to the description, read the full blog post. And if you would like to book a funnel assessment, it's complimentary. Tap the link, book your funnel assessment. Let's work. Have an amazing, amazing Friday. I should see you guys soon. And have a great weekend. Bye, y'all. Yes, DM it. Let me see.